Everyone, good day, mwasibya mutya balungi. Hello, hey, jambo, bonjour, musibireje, agandi, magaragawe, yeah. That's what's your Mama Nyago. Well, my name is Maggie. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. You see, I can languages. Yeah. Today I'm going to talk about to move to another country. Like I'll talk about specifically to Europe because that's where I live. I live in Sweden for the past 11 years. Okay, 12 years. Sometimes I want to be young. Yeah, for the past 11 years, and I have children here. So I'm a mother, I'm a full-time student, and I am a full-time worker. Yeah, right there, I got you. Well, how do you come to Europe? Many people ask me, how did you end up in Sweden? How did you end up this? Help us to do this. So today I decided to do a video about how you can come to Europe. Yeah, you heard that, because I think these are the things that will help even people going to the US, because for the US it's almost the same thing. It's the same thing, like, yeah, it's abroad. Well, one thing you need to have in your mind every day of your life, every night before you sleep, check if you have a passport. The passport is one thing to show that you are a citizen of that country where you live. You will not travel anywhere if you have no country. You understand? You have to have a passport to identify yourself. If you go to the embassy, to show that you are Ugandan, you are Kenyan, you are Tanzanian, you are from Gambia, you are from Ghana, you are from Nigeria, you are from Kenya. So everywhere, everyone has to have a passport, and actually that's one of your rights as a citizen to own one passport. Yeah, have it ready before even you start thinking about going to Sweden, to United Kingdom, to Finland, to Germany, to France, because you need to have a passport as a person. So I have written some points here. I'll try to be as quick as I can. You excuse my language, and a disclaimer, I speak Luganda, I speak English, and I speak Swedish. So when I get lost in English, I'll try so much as I can to speak it in Uganda, and if I cannot, I'll speak it in Swedish. So you know, or sometimes it's going to come in Swedish and Ugandan. It's going to be a mix, but please, I'll leave my email if you need something, so you get back to me. Yeah, when you want to travel, make sure you have some money on you. Most people want to travel when they have like zero money on their account. There is no country where you're going to go when you have no money on your account. At least if I have like, can I say $5,000? Is that much? Yeah, maybe you need that. Okay, yeah, 5,000 for a beginner, 5,000. But that's not like you're going to take care of yourself, because 5,000 cannot take care of yourself. You cannot. So have your bank statement ready for the people who want to study. I'm coming to things that you should have before you apply or you visit the embassy. Have your passport ready, have some money on you, have your bank statement ready that shows, yeah, when you travel to Sweden, when you travel to the UK, you're gonna be able to take care of yourself, and you ain't gonna disturb the people around you. Yeah, they count, because each day they count how much you eat. Actually, that's how it's done. So if you're going to be like, I'm going to stay in Sweden for 1 month, you have to have at least like 5,000 or $10,000 per month. So make sure that your bank statement has that amount of money, or even more than amount of money. This kanchogere mu Luganda mukitegere bulungi nti osobola okukwatagana ne banka yo. Make sure oyina banka gyosobola okukwatagana nayo, basobola okukolera bank statement ennungi eriko sente ennungi, naye ng'okimanyi nti teriiyo. Yeah, so be ready with the bank statement. Ngenda gezaako ebintu ebimu byogere mu lulimi lwange, kubanga just to protect you people, mwe abagenda okulaba, abagenda okigezaako kino ekintu kyengenda obagamba, mba protectinga. Yeah. Then bomala bank statement ogiragiraga nti ogenda okwesupportinga ng'otuuse mu nsi zino. These are the ways osobola okujja. Osobola okusaba nga student. Bobera student, I mean university, ng'ogenda soma masters, kisoboka okusaba naye one of the things ebikweyimirira bank statements eteeka okubbanga eri big eraga nti you can support yourself throughout the studies because most studies are like 3 years. So laga show that you can support yourself. That is done through your bank statement. So most people when they come here to study, after studying or during the studies, people learn the language. Like, because for us we don't use English here, we use the Swedish language. So when you come here, you learn the Swedish language, which is not so easy but not so hard for people who, if you really want to stay in the country and to learn the culture and everything, the language is really easy to learn. And people can come here through marriage. Marriage can be like online dating. People meet online, they date, and then you come here. Or your boyfriend or my boyfriend is in Uganda and I bring that boyfriend of mine in Uganda, and during that process, if you have children, make sure your children are included. Like, even if you have 10 children, make sure all your children are on the papers that show that you at one time going back to Uganda or to Kenya, to Tanzania, to Gambia, to Zambia, to pick up your children and bring them to Sweden or to any country of your choice. If you don't do that, it will be hard for you to apply for the children when you come here. Yeah, it will be hard. Actually, it's more hard for the men than it is for women, because for us women, when we claim this is my child, it's hard to say, oh, that's not your child. But if a man says this is my child, there is need for DNA. So make sure you're the right father of this child you're going to bring. Otherwise, if the DNA proves that you're not the father, you're going to end up into prison. So that's marriage. Then there is a marriage, and then we say family ties was about where my boyfriend is in Uganda and I have my children in Uganda, or my parents are here, or I want to bring my parents and my parents send me papers, I can bring my parents to come and visit me. It's also done. You can come here as a student, like studies, I mean not only the university, but before we had where like we had the church studies, people come from to do the Bible studies. I think that was stopped like 3-5 years ago, because most people, 99% who came here to study the Bible, never went back to Uganda or to any country of their resignation. Is it called resignation, something like that? Where you are, residential countries. Yeah, they never went back to their residential countries. So, but studies were part of it also. You can, as a person, apply for a visa. Nogamba, I want to be a tourist. I'm going to travel in Sweden. I want to travel in UK. I'm going to travel in I would say Scandinavia, because for Scandinavia has many, like the EU, apart from the British, the British who just left the EU, just left the EU. So you could apply for that. Or Scandinavian is really good, because when you apply for Sweden, you go to Finland, you go to Denmark, you go to Germany, and a few more countries which are in Scandinavia. You can look for that. I'm not here to look for everything for you, please. You can look for that, but when you get it, you can travel any country of your choice when you get the Scandinavian visa. Other people come here as asylum seekers. Yes, of course, there are people, like, because in Uganda today, when you're gay, it's a punishment. It's something like, if you come here a visa and you give yourself as a gay, you can be like asylum. You can get the permit to stay in Sweden, because gay is not allowed in Uganda. That everyone knows. So most people actually abasinga okujja wano bastaying and babawa empapula ngo waddeyo nti oli musiyazi. Kino kyogera mu lulimi lwange. Ekintu ekisinga okuyisaawo abantu, the political part of it is okay, but they rarely give you who is a politician. Okusinga lebawa omuntu, the only person they can give right now, they can give this person right now. But why not jam Sweden agamba, the government wants to have me, bagenda more there and then, or his family, abana be, like his lineage, you're never gonna jiwa kubanga ali mu danger. For that, everyone knows he's in danger, because he's known. But if you, the common person, comes in and be like, in deportation, bagala kunzi tabichinache, you will not get that. So awo tumazeewo batourist bamaze nojjanga business person ngoboze obaako n'ebintu bya business bye byoyogera buli omu aba n'ebintu bye naye wetaaga bank statement enene bweti kati ngeza abantu baza SK mbuga bakyezo enene bwezitozikwetaaga kati this is how you do it. Before you go to apply for that, make sure nti ofunye information entuufu omuzanyo gw'oguzanyo bulungi wotuuka wano bw'ogenda ku embassy all the things required you have to have everything. It's so annoying when someone who is going to give you a visa calls you and be like, hey, you forgot your bank statement, we want it. That means you're not serious, that you forget something very important like a bank statement when it's needed. So make sure before you apply, make sure you call to the embassy and ask them, I want to travel to Sweden, what do I need to have? Or actually go to the Swedish embassy on website. The thing with these people is like every information you want is on there. Ogenda kusangayo omuntu osaba otya obutuuze, omuntu osigala otya ng'obadde ozzenga visa, omuntu okola bityo basinzira ku kyokuwanga family members, buli kimu, all the information is there. Buli emu gyeri. Nabino ebya friends b'okujjanga abavisitor n'ogira no staying nabyo nakyogeddeko. I think you come as a visitor no staying naye bw'ostaying reputation the person abasiga akulese like nekuleta reputation yangu already mbangise, so kitegeeza you need to have that person who loves you that much okuriskinga reputation ye n'osigala ate nobanga togenda kukola byamajani mu mpapula zo okubanga toleeta buzibu naye already kasita oba osigala reputation y'omuntu abakwadde visa oba ogise. So genda na buli kimu, everything, take everything with you when you're going to do the interview or to drop in the things that to apply for a visa. When you go to the interview, stick to your answers. Banange, stick to your answers. Bebakubuza bagenda kukubuza ekibuzo bakinyole emirundi nga 10 nenga it's the same question. You will give them 10 answers, but stick to one answer that you gave from the beginning. If they try to confuse you, tell them, are you trying to go back to the same question if I understand it well? And the thing is, if you do not understand what they're saying, you have a right to say, Nzisogera Luzungu, I would like to have an interviewer who speaks Luganda, or Rinyankore, or Rutoro. Like, you tell them you cannot speak the language. Make sure you choose the language of your best. Like for me, if I went on an interview right now, I wouldn't say that I would take actually English. I don't know, because I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable with the English language. I just use it because I have to communicate with you people, because you do not understand. Not everyone understands Luganda or everyone understands the Swedish language. So I actually right now I understand the Swedish language better than I do the English language, because it is almost a mix. So make sure you choose the language you understand clearly and answer the question you are asked. Please, please, please. Many people have a chance, like a 9% of chances to be given visas to travel anywhere. But because they ask you, why are you going to America? Be like, oh, I'm going to America because I have a friend there. You know, that friend of mine, we met in 2019 and then we disappeared. And then, you know, we met again. And that friend of mine was also married to my dear, they don't want to know all that nonsense. They want to know why you're going to America. You're going to America because you want to see America, to visit America. You feel you love America. You would like to see how it looks like. That's it. When they ask you about who Gomanimo America, then talk about if you know someone, and make sure you mention a person who is going to stand there for you, that when they call Maggie, they'll be like, hey, do you know this kind of a man? And be like, well, we last talked 5 years ago. It ain't gonna help you, my darling. It ain't gonna help you at all. So make sure and you plan your questions and answers. Train them day and night. Don't sleep when you're going to your interview, because this is a life and you know, so just 1 week or 1 month of reading the questions and answers tekigenda kujjako kintu nakimu. And another thing is, be a good listener. When you go to the interview, make sure you listen. If you don't understand the question, say, pardon me, excuse me. That will be great. Make sure you give the eye contact. It's the best thing, because when we don't give the eye contact, it means you are hiding. Like for me, when I'm talking to someone, I'll much so love to see the eyes, because the eyes don't lie. So that's why they want so much to have your eye contact and see you're serious, you mean what you're saying. So keep the eye contact and keep a smile on your face, just like I've been doing. Yeah, I love to smile, I know that. So keep your smile on your face all the time, all throughout. It will be great for you. You're gonna enjoy the interview, and trust me, you're gonna thank me.